The night they chose a cat over my daughter. I woke up in a hospital bed with 3 broken ribs, a shattered arm, and a 6-week-old daughter 40 minutes away in a stranger's arms. My husband, Marcus, was stuck on a layover 6 hours from home. My mother lived 20 minutes from the hospital. When he called to beg her to watch the baby for one night, she said no. She had to cat sit. My sister was on a cruise, and apparently a cat mattered more than my newborn. I didn't cry. I called a licensed night nurse instead, got Ivy home to my daughter within the hour, and lay there in the dark with my thoughts finally, terrifyingly clear. For 9 years, I'd been the responsible one, sending my parents $4,500 a month, telling myself it covered my father's heart medication and the mortgage. I'd never once added it up. That night, I made myself look. The total came to $486,000. I opened my banking app and canceled every recurring transfer with my one good hand. 4 taps, 9 years, gone in 20 seconds. Then I saw it, a line buried in the transaction history, filed under my father's medical account. A $40,000 loan to my sister, Brooke. My husband told me what my mother had actually said on the phone that night. "Your sister never has these emergencies." As if the truck that put me here had consulted a family ranking first. The next morning, I built a spreadsheet. 9 years of statements, sorted and traced. The real medical cost came to $65,000. The mortgage payments, $11,000. That left over $400,000 unaccounted for. $290,000 had been withdrawn in small cash amounts near a casino in Blackhawk. The rest, over $120,000, had gone straight to Brooke, funding a leased SUV, a photographer, a life she believed came from some magical family account. My mother posted in the family group chat that I'd cruelly abandoned my sick father out of spite. Relatives sent broken hearts and prayer hands. I didn't defend myself. I attached one printed page, 12 rows, 9 years, the truth, and sent it to my aunt with a single sentence. No reply ever came. That's the thing about numbers. You can call a person dramatic. You cannot call a spreadsheet dramatic. Then my grandfather, Walter, showed up at my hospital door that same night with an old manila folder under his arm. "I knew," he said. I always knew. My grandmother, before she died, had grown suspicious of my mother's spending and asked him to trace where the family's money really came from. He found me. And in her final months, my grandmother had moved everything, the house, the land, the accounts, into a trust. Not to my mother, to me and to my daughter. My mother called a family dinner, framing it as healing, as welcoming the baby. I knew it was a trap to shame me into turning the money back on. I went anyway, with the folder, the spreadsheet, and my hospital ID band tucked in my pocket. She performed beautifully at first, tears on cue, telling the room I'd abandoned my struggling parents out of cruelty. Then she said it one more time, right in front of everyone. "Your sister never has these emergencies." So I set the page on the table and told them exactly why. 65,000 real, 290,000 to a casino, 120,000 to my sister, funding the life she thought was free. The room went silent. My sister's face crumbled first, not guilt for me, but the horror of realizing the well had a bottom. My mother reached for rage next, calling me a liar, a thief. That's when my grandfather opened his folder and laid my grandmother's trust on the table. The house wasn't hers to threaten. It never had been. My father, for one brief moment, tried to speak the truth out loud, and then, under my mother's glare, went silent again, the way he always had. I picked up my daughter's car seat, looped my old hospital band around the handle, and walked out into the cold. I didn't slam the door. Slamming it would have meant I still wanted something from the people inside. My parents still live in that house. The trust lets them stay. But the casino never sees my money again. My sister eventually got a real job and months later texted me 3 words. Where'd it go? I sent her the same page. She never asked me for anything again. I spent 9 years believing that being needed was the same as being loved. It took a truck, a hospital bed, and one honest folder to teach me the difference, and to finally let me be a mother to my own daughter instead of a bank account for everyone else's excuses.